Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Charlotte and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day whenever you are watching this. It is currently Tuesday, May 26th. It is 1:11 in the afternoon, angel numbers, and I just took a hot sculpt class which felt absolutely incredible. It was legs and butt and it just absolutely kicked my butt, but I'm so glad I took it. And yeah, if you can't tell, this vlog is a wellness vlog. I've been really trying to focus on my health and wellness, and I am going to take you guys along with me to the grocery store and just everything else that I've been doing. And yeah, I've been trying to focus on specific meals every week, so I've been trying to keep it like consistent because I always change it up, but I really want to focus on my health. And I do kind of want to lose a little bit of weight, so I really want to focus on what I'm eating. So I've been trying to stick to certain things. So I'll show you what I get at the grocery store, and then what else? Yeah, I'm just going to take you guys along a wellness day in the life, but start off strong with a hot yoga class. I will say I did not sleep very well. I only slept for 4 hours, so even though I'm talking about wellness, my sleep was not that good, but that's okay. We're gonna fix it tonight, because tonight I'm gonna make sure to get to bed early and hopefully feel tired so that I actually fall asleep and I'm not laying in bed for hours. But yeah, I need to head home, take a shower, and just figure out what I need to get from the grocery store. So let's get home. It's currently 3:07. I'm about to head to the grocery store, but I thought I would tell you what I have written down for my weekly meals for the next while until I'm bored or tired of them. I will say that sometimes I don't eat what I've written down and I'll eat something else, but I am trying to stick to these. So for breakfast, I have eggs, sausage, and fruit. And I also have sourdough, avocado, eggs, and smoked salmon. For lunch, I have a tuna salad and sardines and crackers. Lunch, I'm not really big on, so. And then for dinner, we have bratwurst and sauerkraut, pasta with chicken breast, and I make the sauce with heirloom tomatoes. It's so good. Salad and pizza bagels. So that is what I currently have for the next while. And hopefully I can get some clips at the grocery store. I always seem to forget. Every time I'm in the grocery store, I just lock in and I really focus on what I'm doing. Sometimes it's like a little chaotic in there, so I get stressed out. But hopefully I can get some clips while I'm inside the grocery store. But yeah, let's go to the grocery store. It's been about 2 hours since I last filmed. It's currently 6:40 and I'm trying to get myself out the door to go on a walk because I've been laying in bed for like the last 2 hours just resting, because honestly the lack of sleep is definitely hitting me now, and also doing that yoga sculpt class, I'm definitely just like feeling very tired. But I want to go on that walk because I think I said in my last vlog that I am trying to do this like running challenge, which honestly hit and miss. I'm still doing it, but I definitely have more days that I need to do this challenge. So I'm trying to like get back into it, and on days like this I really want to focus on at least just getting outside and doing a mile. So if that means walking, then we're gonna walk. I don't want to tire myself out too much, you know, because rest is important and you don't want to overexert yourself. So on days where I'm like not feeling the most energy, I go on walks, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm getting outside, I'm moving my body, and that's really important. So I need to put my shoes on and get outdoors because sunset's in like an hour and 15. I don't really know, but I just want to get outside and go on a walk. I say I'm going to do a mile. Maybe I'll do more. I won't do less. It's going to be a mile at least. But I also am going to try to do like a silent walk where like I'm not using headphones. I'm not on my phone. I'm not listening to anything. Like I just want it to be me in the present moment. And yeah, that's something that I want to try to incorporate in my days. It's just like 10 minutes of silence where I'm not on my phone, I'm not on my computer, I'm not listening to anything. It's just me and whatever's around me. I feel like when we were kids, it was so easy to just be so present in the moment. And now as an adult, it's just so much more harder to do that, especially if you have a phone addiction like me. It's just really difficult because you have such a dopamine kick when you are on your phone, and so when you're not on your phone you just feel bored out of your mind. So I'm really wanting to work on that, and I really just want to be more present in the moment. So that's something that I am trying to incorporate, but I need to get out the door, go on this walk so that I feel accomplished, because I don't want this looming over me and then the sun sets and I'm like, dang, I had all that time, I could have done it and I never did. So we're gonna get outside, go on a nice walk, and yeah, this is your sign if you haven't yet to go outside, get some fresh air, go on a little walk. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, just having some outside time away from the chaos of life can be really good for you. Currently putting my shoes on. I really need to head out the door because it's almost 7, but when I'm feeling really tired or unmotivated, I really try to remind myself of all the things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I can move my body. I'm grateful that I live in a place that it's safe for me to go on walks by myself, that I have clean air to breathe, and all those things. So it really helps me kind of put things into perspective of like, I have so many things to be grateful for. Go out and do it, because not many people have that. And even on days though where like I'm really depressed and I can't get myself out there, I also try to remind myself to like give myself grace. Because grace is important too. You can't always be beating up yourself. Like, that's not good, that's not healthy. Sometimes we either need moments of gratitude to get us to do something, or we need moments of grace to tell ourselves that it's okay to not do something. But that's just something that I really try to do when I'm not like really feeling motivated, because I don't know, it's just I just find that it really helps me put things into perspective when I'm feeling unmotivated or lazy or tired or whatever, so, but shoes are on, it's time to go on this walk. Honestly, I think once I get outside, it's going to feel great, and I'm going to be very happy that I am going on this walk. I just need to get myself out of my room and outside. I am already so grateful that I went on this walk. It's so chilly and cold and windy, and I love it. I love this weather. It makes me miss Oregon so much. I've been feeling really nostalgic for Oregon lately. I miss it. And I do hope to move back to Oregon one day. I really do love Oregon. It has such a special place in my heart. But yeah, I'm really grateful I went on this walk. It's just so nice to just be out in nature, have some fresh air. Sometimes you forget how much you need to like be outside when you end up so cooped up in your home. But I'm going to just continue going on this walk, and I'm going to get off my phone so that I can enjoy being in the present moment. Just got back from my walk, and honestly, I feel so much better. I have so much more energy. I'm feeling awake, even though it is like 7:45. So hopefully I get tired enough to go to sleep tonight. I don't know, but I feel like a lot better than I did earlier. So I'm really grateful that I went on that walk. But now it's time to make dinner. We're gonna make bratwurst and sauerkraut, and I think we're gonna have a side of pickles because my dad was like, I want pickles. So that's what we're gonna do. So time to make some dinner. Super hungry, super excited. The room is all cozied up, but I'm not gonna go to bed just quite yet. I am going to go outside and sit by the fire that my dad made. I love sitting by the fire at night under the stars. It's so peaceful and I love it. So I'm gonna go do that, and then when I get back into my room, we're gonna start getting ready for bed. I might read a little bit of Heated Rivalry because I'm trying to get back into the reading stuff. But I did buy 2 new books the other day. I got Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, and then The Ritual, which I'm super excited for. I think the author's name is Chantal Tizier. I don't know how to say their last name, but super excited to kind of get back into reading. I will say, once I'm done with Heated Rivalry, I'm gonna read The Long Game just because I want to stay in that world. But yeah, once I'm done with those two books, then I can pick a new little book to read. But I did decide that I'm going to continue this vlog into tomorrow just because I feel like I just have more to show. I love making longer videos, and I just feel like I didn't really film that much today, so I wanted to continue this vlog into tomorrow. It's so funny, I always say it's gonna be a day in the life, and it always ends up being days in the life. Don't know why, but that's just how it always is. I just feel like I never show enough in just one day. There could be more. So that's what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna go sit by the fire, and then afterwards get ready for bed. Hopefully I can get to bed before midnight. I'd like to fall asleep before midnight. We'll see though, I don't know. Fingers crossed. I went to bed last night at 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, it was really bad. And then I had my hot yoga class at noon, so that's why I'm like running on such fumes right now. It is currently 10:42. I was out there for 2 hours. That was so unintentional, but I was really enjoying just the peace and quiet and just sitting by the fire. It started to sprinkle a little. It was just really, really nice. So really happy that I went out there, but now I really need to get ready for bed because I'm really trying to go to bed sooner rather than later. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to journal. I don't know if I'm gonna read. I'll probably just read more chapters tomorrow. I'm going to make sure that I journal. I'm gonna plan out my to-do list for tomorrow, and then I'm just gonna get ready for bed and go to sleep. Good morning. It is currently 12:20. I woke up like 10 minutes ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I have filmed this clip so many times because my brain is just not working, but I do sound more awake, so I guess that's a win. But I went to bed at 2:30 last night, which honestly, it's later than I wanted, but the night before I fell asleep at 5:30, so I guess it's a win. But I'm so freaking tired. I need to figure out what's going on with my sleep because I think it's my anxiety. Something is triggering my anxiety. I don't know if it's like I just love alone time, and so I use that time to just be alone or what, but something is like triggering my anxiety to where like it makes it really hard for me to fall asleep. And then I'm also like always on my phone, but I'm using my phone to avoid going to sleep. I don't know if that makes sense. But I have work at 11:30. I work from 11:30 to 12:15. I genuinely thought I worked at 11:15, and I was like, no, I need a little bit more time. But I just remembered I work at 11:30, so that's really good. But other than that, I don't have much going on today. I did want to go on a morning walk, but that's not gonna happen anymore since I woke up so late. Maybe one day, but I do plan on going on a walk later, or maybe a run. I don't know which one I'm gonna do quite yet. I guess it just kind of depends. But today's gonna be a good day just because I woke up late. It's gonna be a fantastic day. We're gonna have positive, good vibes, all the good stuff. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do today. But either way, it's gonna be a good day. I have a Cliff Bar and a Red Bull with me. I honestly am not the biggest like breakfast eater. It takes me like an hour or so to like finally feel hungry. I don't know. Food doesn't really sound good to me in the mornings, and I'm just never hungry. So, but I wanted to have something in my system before drinking a Red Bull because I'm trying to be better about that. I'm trying to make sure that I have at least some food in my system before having an energy drink, but I'm going to sit here and do my gratitude, my affirmations, and a little bit of morning journaling. I find that to be so therapeutic in a way. I feel like when I wake up and I'm really tired or I'm not in a good mood, it is just a great way. There is a fly. I keep seeing it fly everywhere. Go away. But I find that it really kind of resets my brain and helps me get myself into a better mindset. So that's what we're gonna do. I need to leave here by the latest 11:10. I would like to get into my car though around 11, just so that I have some time in my car when I get there, and I'm not like too like, oh my god, all that chaos, you know? So I would like to leave by 11, so I have about 25 minutes to do all the things that I want to do and get dressed. So cheers. I just did my gratitude. I thought I would share with you what I wrote down. I find that gratitude is something that I try to do every single day. Even if I don't do the affirmations or my journaling, I really want to do gratitude every day just because I think it's so important to remind yourself of what to be grateful for. Because sometimes we get so sucked into everything around us that we need to take a step back and remind ourselves of all the good in our lives, in the world. And yeah, so I wrote down 3 things I'm grateful for. You can always do more than 3. You can also just like say it out loud. It doesn't need to be written down. I just like writing it down. But I said, I'm grateful for my work. I'm grateful to have a bed to sleep in. And I'm grateful for the birds that chirp in the morning. I can literally hear them right now. But I just love doing gratitude. Gratitude is just such an amazing thing that if you're not doing, you definitely should. Because it just brings such a positive energy into your life. And then I am going to do some self-love mantras, some self-love affirmations, which I love, so I thought I would share a couple with you right now. I consciously release the past and live only in the present. I attract wonderful people into my life. I choose to be grateful for all that I have. My voice is valuable and my opinion matters. I am creating a beautiful life. I am worthy of love and attention. I love my body and all that it does for me. I radiate confidence, self-respect, and inner harmony. I deserve all that is good. I choose to stop apologizing for being me. I just think repeating some of those affirmations to yourself, even just repeating one throughout the day, can just be such a mental, what's the word? Reset. I think it can be such a mental reset, especially if you are maybe not having a good day. I think just telling yourself some simple affirmations can really switch or at least help you calm down a little bit. But last but not least, I am going to journal. I need to get out the door. I didn't realize it's 10:50. Oh my gosh, I'm still in my PJs. I need to leave very, very soon. So I'm gonna quickly journal off camera, and then I'm also gonna get ready off camera, and then I will talk to you guys whenever I get back to you. But I need to like lock in and get this done so that I'm not running late. I totally forgot I wanted to take an immunity shot. It's currently 10:56. Energy and immunity. Cheers. That's not bad. Okay. Here's the fit. Simple. Nothing crazy. Honestly, I feel like the green and the orange kind of clash a little bit, but I honestly don't care. So, but it's 11 o'clock on the dot. I need to get out the door. So come on. I got to work with 2 minutes to spare. God bless. Also, I've been seeing so many angel numbers. Oh my gosh, I'm literally looking at 3333. And then earlier I saw 666. Yesterday I saw 999. Anyways, I need to get out of my car and get in there, but let's have a good shift. The most realistic part of my day is picking up extra shifts. It is currently 12:25. I finished my shift 10 minutes ago, but I'm going to sit in the parking lot for the next 40 minutes because someone needs their shift covered from 1 to 2:30. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, that's like the most realistic thing, is that I really do try to pick up as many shifts as possible. So I will be here until 2:30. The only downside to that is that traffic starts around that time. So hopefully traffic won't be too bad when I have to leave, but still gonna do all the wellness stuff. It's only, by the time I get home, it'll probably be like 3 o'clock. That is still like so many hours in the day to do things. So not to worry, we are still gonna do all of our wellness stuff. I'm thinking of doing another sunset walk just because the weather's so nice. It's chilly, windy, cloudy. That's like my favorite time to go on walks. I do love also when it's like clear skies and I can see the sunset, but something about this weather, I have to take advantage of it because honestly it feels like fall and I love it. So, but I was also planning on maybe applying to a couple jobs today just because I do have the time, but we'll see. That might be a tomorrow thing. I don't know. Yeah, I just thought I would update you guys because I will be home a lot later, but I still have some of my Red Bull, so I'm gonna drink some of this and then just chill in my car for the next bit. Hello. It is currently 3:30. I just got back about 30 minutes ago. And before I do anything wellness-wise, I need to sit down and lock in and apply to some jobs because that's really important. And you think about it, it's just another kind of form of wellness. I don't know, sometimes I get really bad anxiety when it comes to applying to jobs because I'm like, okay, well, what if I get it? Then I have to do the interview, and that terrifies me. But then also, like, what if I get a rejection? Because that's all I'm getting. It's just rejection after rejection. So I'm like, okay, just trying to stay positive, and I just need to apply to these jobs, get it done. It's not going to take that long. We'll see how long it takes. It's currently, what time is it exactly? It's currently 3:34. So I'll be back when I'm done. Hopefully it doesn't take me that long, but I guess we'll see. It's currently 5:15 and I finished applying to my first job around 4:55, but I was gonna apply to another job, but that one disappeared, which sucks because it sounded really interesting, but I waited too long, and that's what happens when you wait too long, things disappear. So sad about that, but I am proud of myself for applying to a job because, like I said earlier, I get really bad anxiety when it comes to applying to jobs because rejection is hard. No matter how many times you get rejected, it's hard. And maybe I'll get lucky and get an interview. I haven't been successful quite yet, but fingers crossed. And you never know until you try. So, but I'm currently eating some dill pickled flavored hot Cheetos, which honestly, should I be eating? Probably not, but life is short, so I'm gonna eat them. But I'm probably gonna go on a walk here soon just to get some steps after being on my computer for a bit. I will probably do my 10-minute silence thing again while on my walk because doing it last night on my walk was so nice. I really, really enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to kill two birds with one stone and go on my walk and do the 10-minute silence thing. And then when I get back, I am probably gonna make some dinner. And then I also want to do some tarot. I want to read Heated Rivalry since I didn't do that last night. I'll probably go onto Substack as well and read some things. And then I also want to do my Flow Star. I'm trying to get better at that. We've talked about this. It's been in a lot of my videos, but we're getting there. And yeah, I think the last thing that I really need to do is I want to figure out some Instagram reels because I don't know, short form content is not my strong suit. So I really want to figure out what I could do this week for some short form content. So I'm feeling good, really happy. Sorry, my fingers are red from the hot Cheetos, but feeling good, feeling happy, feeling very proud of myself that I did that. This is your reminder to do hard things. And even if you get a rejection, at least you're trying because eventually that rejection is going to be an acceptance and you just have to keep trying because eventually something will click. Whatever is meant for you will come. You just have to put in the effort. It's currently 6:08. The sun is coming out. It's partly cloudy right now, but I'm gonna go on my walk. My dad's gonna join me. It feels so nice out. It's so pretty. I was gonna wear my jacket because it was cold outside, but now I'm not really sure if I should bring this or not. I think I might, and then just wrap it around my waist if I need to, but very excited for this walk. Need to get outside, and it's a beautiful day, so. I just took a shower. I feel so clean, and my dad currently has some chicken on the grill. I'm gonna make some pasta for dinner. I have been doing this pasta where you cook up tiny tomatoes. I have baby heirloom tomatoes, but you could also do cherry tomatoes or whatever, I don't know. But I've been cooking up these tomatoes and making it into a sauce, and it's been delicious. So I'm gonna start making the pasta while he cooks the chicken, and I'm so excited to eat. I'm so hungry, so ready to just chow down and then have a chill rest of the night. It is currently 9:11. I finished dinner and my dad is having a fire outside and I really want to join him, but I do want to do some of the things that I said I was going to do because I don't want to sit out there and then come back and it's already like 10:30 and I'm like, oh, I need to go to bed. So we're going to do a couple of the things that I said I was going to do right now, and then after the fire, I'll do the rest. So I'm going to do my flow star, and then I am also going to find a Substack to read. I love Substack. It's literally one of my favorite platforms right now. It feels really nice to kind of just read what people are creating, and I love it. If you don't have a Substack, I highly recommend you make one. I think I am going to read this because I think it's super important, and I am always stressing out about time, and I feel like this will be a really good read. This is why I love Substack, because there's so many things that you can read about that you didn't even know that you needed to read. It is 10:25. I am back in my room and I'm about to do some tarot. I need to do it more consistently because if I want to get better at something, I have to be more consistent with it. So I am trying to get better with it. I should just do like daily polls, like how is my day gonna go or something like that. I don't know, just to like get better at it. But I am going to figure out what I'm going to ask my tarot deck and then go from there. I use biddytarot.com to kind of understand the meanings of the cards. I find that it's really helpful, truth be told. So if you have a tarot deck and you are trying to get better at it, highly recommend, but it is time. Okay, I asked it a question and I got 4 cups, 7 of wands, I believe, and justice. So we're going to go on to the website and kind of just like work through the meaning of these cards and what it means to the question that I asked. And finally, one of the last things that I'm going to do is finally read. Oh my gosh, I swear I've been trying to read for so long and I just haven't yet, but it is finally time. Even if I just read a chapter, that's completely fine. I just want to read. That's all I want to do. So very excited to finally lay down and just read a little bit, connect back to my favorite thing. And yeah, honestly, today and yesterday were really good days. I feel like every day is completely different. You know, some days I do more things wellness wise and other days I do less, but honestly, whatever works. You know, you have to go off of how you're feeling that day and what you have going on. Not every day is going to be perfect. You know, you're not going to be able to do everything that you want, but as long as you're trying to even accomplish some of them or even one thing, that is way better than not doing any of them at all. So don't be too hard on yourself if you didn't do everything, because you have to give yourself grace. Grace is so important. I try to remind myself that so much. It's definitely a struggle, but I really try to remind myself to give myself grace because every day is different. No one is perfect. You know, you have to roll with the punches and whatever happens, happens. But as long as you're trying, that is way better than not trying at all. So I'm going to lay down in bed. I don't know if laying down in bed is the right decision, but I'm going to lay down in bed and read a little bit, and I am so stoked.